there, and welcome back to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This is episode 20. Last time we were in pursuit of bounties, and we pursued them bounties until we couldn't no more. Unfortunately, Cage does not give us any more quests. It's been bugged for some time, but we're going to see if we can deal with that today. Maybe I just can leave the planet and go back and talk to her and everything will be fine. Maybe I'll get lucky. Or we'll just have to find the bounties without getting the rumors to hunt them down. However, I wanted to start this episode off in this place because I've just been doing some exploring and I was tinkering with my lightsaber. And I'm not sure how I've made this happen, but I've glitched my lightsaber in that I got the single stance and it's the double-bladed hilt instead of the single one, which is kind of cool looking, but it gets better. The glitch is permanently a double-bladed lightsaber hilt. So I've got the dual-wield stance on right now, and you can see that I'm supposed to be holding another saber in that hand, but we're holding it like this. And what's really cool about that is you get some unique little poses, and you also get some unique fighting style here of one-handed double-bladed lightsaber. Obviously it doesn't work, and Cal is kind of slicing himself in half with every second attack, and obviously the game thinks that he's attacking with his left hand, but it's still quite cool, just at least from a visual standpoint of being able to see what this looks like. It's kind of funny. So you can switch. He does the animation of shoving his hand into the blade, so he does pull it out, but then it just goes back there. And then my favorite thing is switching from this to single stance is kind of cool, because if you just ignore him putting away his invisible saber, it's like he's like turning off one blade. But it's an interesting glitch. Not sure how it's happened, or how to recreate it, or how to even get rid of it, because if I go to this and change stances, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't change. Yeah, look. As you can see, it's in crossguard. Oh, when you're blocking, there you go. I might have fixed it. I may have fixed it. Nope. I've just permanently now put my saber in crossguard. So there you go. If we go to single, then it's got the crossguard hilt. I may have fixed it now. So if you use crossguard, that'll get rid of it, seems. But obviously the stance won't work with blaster because it's only a single-bladed hilt style. Oh no, the glitch is still there. There you go. See, it's just a single blade with blaster. How weird, right? Makes me wonder if like the fix is to just do the double-bladed stance and see what happens. So if we do that, that's working as intended. No, but if we go single, it's still the double-bladed one. Weird, right? So, obviously we've got the proper double-bladed fighting style and the proper blocking stance, but if you switch to dual-wield, you get something a little bit more unique, which is kind of fun. So I just wanted to like throw that in the beginning of this episode, that it's just like something to have a little bit of fun with. You get your unique, you get some unique blocking stances that way. Like that looks cool, you know, like Inquisitor about to do his spinny blade move. I just wanted to document it just in case, like transporting anywhere else, like if I fast travel or if we close and restart the game, if anything would change, you know. We're going to travel to Piloon's Saloon. We'll see if we can talk to Cage about any bounties, but if not, I will have to see about tracking down these bounties myself. We'll probably explore some more, see what else we can find. Got 8 pieces of priorite, so I could buy some new stuff with Doma. Let me in, please. Alright, let's have a look.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
Can I talk to you? Yes.
I've seen a lot of hunters in my day, and I gotta say, you're showing promise, Cal.
How many bounties until I get a hat like yours?
Not a chance. I took this off my first target. It has sentimental value.
How long you been a bounty hunter?
Long enough. And I know a killer in the making when I see one.
That's cool. Okay. That was just a talking... Okay, that was just a talking prompt. Oh man. The table that had both Turgle and, oh god, why am I forgetting her name? Why does my brain want to say Mosey? Is her name Mosey? What's her name? Oh my god, how have I forgotten her name already? It's been a while since we played, guys. You gotta give me a break. Yeah, it is Mosey. Like, surely it's not Mosey. That's Mosey, but it is. Okay. Oh no, I mean Turgle's gone too. They're clearing out. People in the bar are clearing out.
You sticking around, Dana?
Of course I am. I wager Kobo's got plenty more to give. Those imps will have to drag me out of here in pieces. Ain't gonna be the same without Grok, though. They sure don't make them like that anymore, huh?
No, they don't.
Still, I'm liable to miss the next score, or a blaster muzzle in my face if I stand here whining.
Hard to find the time to mourn when you're trying to stay afloat.
Yep, you get it. My door's always open, Cal.
Something smells good.
That would be Great-Grandma Pyloon's potato and amber patties.
How'd she learn to cook so well?
Oh, she had no choice. With 8 children, 36 grandchildren, and 2 lost cats, she was cooking for a small army.
I'm glad we can still enjoy her recipes.
Me too. Grandma Pyloon's cooking lives on. But the lost cats, not so much. I'll keep things ticking here.
I'm surprised you're sticking around through all this.
Leave the cantina? I think not. They'll have to drag me out in a scrap box. Besides, I've been in worse predicaments with far worse employers.
Oh yeah? Were you fired?
Not exactly. I quit with little notice. I found the job distasteful, to say the least.
God, I love Monk.
Another time.
Okay, he's out.
Cal, I've been meaning to ask. With the Empire everywhere, do you think Rambler's Reach has a chance?
Reminds me of something a friend of mine once said. One of the wisest men I've known. Hope will always survive in those who continue to fight. I believe that to be true. But things are probably going to get worse before we can make them better.
Yeah. But that does not mean I'm going to let the Empire destroy Kobo's history.
And I guess there's still hope, isn't there?
Some could say there's a new hope.
Enjoy the beats, Cal.
Enjoy the beats, dude.
What do I want to hear?
Dude.
Do you really see visions?
Not in the way you assume. I observe the world around me, and the voice within my mind speaks. Everyone at this outpost has a unique energy. Take Doma, for example. Strong, like a boulder. While waves of fear swirl around the cantina, they crash against our boulder and abate.
She makes everyone feel safer.
Yes! Once she asked me what would happen if she left Kobo. I told her what any with open eyes could see.
The outpost would fall apart.
You see it too. I must be alone now.
Okay. So we've got some people leaving. It's getting emptier and emptier in here. They're moving on with that Star Destroyer lingering in the sky.
Cow, buddy. You ain't been here long, have you?
No, not long.
Oh, me? I've been on Kobo for most of my life. Came all alone when I was a little sprout. Age of 12, if you can believe it.
Really? All by yourself?
That's right. Heard there was fortune to be had, as long as you ain't a lazy bones. And I jolly well ain't. Hey, mate.
Hey, mate. Where's Scuba? Where's my fishing boy?
I still can't quite process that the Jedi are truly gone.
I know, Z. It took me a long time to accept it, too.
What is the galaxy to do without their guidance and leadership? It all seems so hopeless.
The Jedi didn't have a monopoly on virtue. Or the Force. We can still find our way. Just need to work together.
I very much hope that you're right. No time to talk.
Place feels different now.
Of course. But we have changed. Not the place.
Well, there is a Star Destroyer in the sky.
Kobo was in the Empire's shadow long before that ship arrived. We will have to face them someday.
I know.
I would really like to take out a Star Destroyer one day. Will you join me?
It's a date.
Love it. Maybe not one of us can pull a Star Destroyer out of the sky with the Force, but maybe two of us.
Oh, God! Isn't it awful? I left Coruscant to get away from the Empire.
Yeah, I know the feeling, Winnie.
Now, all I see are those atrocious, though admittedly effective, stormtrooper helmets.
They won't come to the outpost. I won't let them.
I appreciate it, dear, but you can't stop an army.
Zig being like, I won't let them.
I despise the Empire. What they desire most is for us all to become the same, fearful and obedient.
1,000 empires couldn't change you, Winnie. That I know. Great to see you.
Okay. I think Carter will be up here with the garden.
Okay, this is really impressive.
Nice.
How old are you?
Why do you ask?
Because you know a lot of stuff. And I don't.
You will learn. Do you know how trees grow?
How?
One ring at a time, Kata. One ring at a time. Excellent! A new species. Plant it. I'll explain it to you.
Okay, we don't have this plot opened up yet. But we've planted a bunch in here. Interesting.
That tuber maw will take to the soil well, I believe. The bright colors are to intimidate predators. Truly, the plant is harmless and quite pretty.
Tubermore ended up with a reputation as an unwanted weed after curious collectors took samples, admiring the small plant's purple heart. However, when they blossomed into an unruly shock of tubers, many found them visually unappealing and discarded them. Able to survive in the cracks and crevices of society, they continued to thrive despite no longer being valued by the horticultural elite. This is very funny. I wonder who got assigned to do all the plant lore. Who's going to do all the plant lore?
Just you wait for that golden light moss to grow. Observe the roots that rise up underneath, helping the flowers to reach nearby light sources.
If you've got a green thumb and you're into gardening, like, this probably be an amazing addition for you. You're like, goddamn Star Wars plants, I love it. Upon first seeing a golden light moss, many are convinced that the plant is capable of self-locomotion, owing to the leg-like roots that support the plant's base. This is not entirely untrue. Although the moss cannot move conventionally, the roots do grow vertically, working in concert with the yellow-white blossoms to chase the sunlight.
A pine fern! Delightful! Its foliage shifts colors with the temperament. Quite dazzling. I wonder what color it will display on Kobo.
Although most people would not know it, the pine fern is one of the most ubiquitous ferns in the known galaxy. It is often mistaken for other bushes due to almost never looking the same from one planet to the next. Its leaves are highly reactive to the climate of the planet and will change hues based on temperature, sunlight, soil, and even air quality.
We can talk later.
Okay. Is there a garden plot that I am missing?
I was hoping you'd find seeds like that. Put one in the ground. I'll share what I've learned.
I'm pretty sure this is all... This is full. Maybe they just need to grow a little more. I don't know. That's full. That's full. This should be the next one to unlock.
Finish planting it, and I'll tell you what I know.
Is it because I haven't...
We're getting quite the green thumb, huh, BD?
I see you found new seeds. Plant one, and I'll tell you all about it.
Must be because maybe you need to plant some ones that are like you haven't done yet or are unique.
You've introduced a new species.
So if I get rid of some,
I'll provide more detail.
can I get rid of some? I think this is a new one. Okay, I
Never
can,
seen
yeah.
this one. I should talk to Pili about it.
I can replace
Now we
them.
wait.
It's got a rare cactus ball. I think that was the only one, because I think I've planted all of these.
This would be a good place for it.
Alright, or if I've planted a new one. Was that a new one? I don't know. I don't understand gardening. I'm out of here. Actually, I should probably leave by going down this way.
Seeds, magnificent. After you've planted one, I'll share what I know.
Go shop with Doma.
Take a look around.
I've got 8. There's like some sort of like glitch or something that happens where it feels like there's like this explosion or rumble that happens where like the screen shakes for a bit, my controller vibrates, and I'm not sure what it's referring to. But it's weird. I'm gonna get the Frontier jacket.
This one.
Good choice. Practically had your name on it. Always here if you need me.
Now, in terms of talking with Cage, she did have dialogue that popped up there. So I think what I might try and do is pop in and out, see if we can talk to her again. Because it is changing each time. Yeah, cool.
Now that you've proven yourself a proper hunter, you might as well play the part.
Like I said, I'm not looking to start a career in bounty hunting.
Uh-huh. Never heard that one before. First tip, expand your arsenal. Modded my blasters myself to boost my close game. Second tip, always arrive equipped in style. Makes people talk. You'll get more jobs that way. I was practically an amateur before I schooled my jet boots. Then the jobs came pouring in.
Thanks, but I'm good.
Suit yourself. But don't come crying to me when you find yourself outplayed.
Okay, so we're getting dialogue with her, but we're not getting bounties.
Cal,
Sojourner.
laughter is light. Oh, but my time on Kobo grows short.
Any last words of wisdom?
The wind whispers paths of sand. A blotted sun. A shadowed hand.
Not even gonna try to guess what that means.
So you have learned.
It usually takes a while.
As it should. Farewell, Jedi.
Safe travels, Tulot.
You will find your path, Sojourner. Have patience.
And his path is down the dark side.
Hey, Cal.
How's it going?
I was just looking through the Academy's recent records. In the last few months, the headmasters have dismissed a dozen more of my colleagues. My friends. Guess the Empire got rid of them too. How can this keep happening?
Ooh,
On Coruscant, I found Imperial intel. Years of fighting. The Empire's just crushing more worlds. But you don't hear about that.
Information is their weapon. You know what? I am going to try and get in touch with the others who were expelled. Maybe there's... I don't know, something we can do.
It's a good idea. You're probably not as alone as you think.
Hey, Cal?
Yeah?
You are not as alone as you think, either.
See you around, Cal.
Moran doesn't have anything else new for us.
I'm getting pretty fed up. Folks treating me like a wounded bogling.
Doesn't help, does it?
Not a scrap. It's not like I've never been alone, either. Practically raised myself on an orbital mining station.
What was that like?
I saw a lot. A whole lot. My heroes were the spacers who ran supply contracts. They'd drop by for a few days, cash in, usually gamble most of it away in the sabacc dens. But they weren't rooted, you know? And it took me about 16 years to figure out that I wasn't rooted either. So I hopped on a tramp freighter, never looked back.
You got out. I'm glad you did.
You know, I'm glad too. I didn't get out of there. I never would have met the old man. Talk later, buddy.
Talk later, buddy. Well, it looks like you can just hop in and out and refresh the dialogue. So if we keep doing this a couple of times, maybe we will get another bounty. If not, we're screwed. And we still, even fast traveling, we still have the same lightsaber glitch. It's funny.
Tormo's never doubled the bounty before. You've got him twisted right up.
He did that to himself. You mentioned before that you used to work with Sork.
Yeah, it was a wild time. We made a lot of credits together and even more enemies.
Doesn't sound like the kind of relationship that lasts.
Things were good until they weren't. That's how it is with Sork. He'll sell you out for a stale turbo dog. Only a matter of time before he made his move. But I'm not an easy mark, Cal. You should know that by now.
How you doing?
Okay. Oh, Tower is sitting now.
I heard back from some of my friends who were dismissed from the Academy.
That was fast.
They didn't take kindly to being silenced by the Empire. And they're planning to do something about it.
Oh yeah?
We are arranging a meeting. Turns out there are more people ready to take action than we thought. I don't suppose you'd be interested in coming along.
Maybe another time. I've got some things I need to take care of.
I figured. Hey, you know what they say, though?
I have a feeling I don't.
Sooner or later, the charged hydron emulsion solution will find its way back to equilibrium.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Talk to you soon. I need to gather my things.
See you around, Cal.
Alright, he switched to sitting.
Bit busy.
Alright. Julok's gone.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
Well, here we are, back where it all started.
Anything you do differently?
Life's like cooking a meal. Sure, you make mistakes, but you just can't start over.
I don't think that's quite right.
Oh, so what, you're a chef now? I should whip up some of Great-Grandma Pyloon's mystery mash for old time's sake. Ah, where am I gonna find puffed salad way out here?
Monk.
You mentioned your last job was distasteful.
Did I? My employer was the type who would never let me quit. if you catch my meaning. Fortunately, for me, one day my restraining bolt failed, and I immediately found a new career and star system.
You're on the run?
Takes one to know one, sport.
Restraints. Cool. Monk hinted at escaping his distasteful previous employer due to a restraining bolt malfunction. Perhaps there's more to his past than meets the optical scanner. Okay. It's been a while since we've got a databank entry. Yeah, Scoover's swimming, but he's not up here anymore. I think we probably have to find more fish.
Oi, Cal. Think it's time I told you more about the old days. Got a moment?
Sure.
All right. I think it's time you knew about Tendo Gugbridge.
We're off to a good start.
Was Tendo sharp? No. Bloody idiot. Was he a looker? Well, people looked all right. Fella was uglier than a shiver pea. But old Tendo had one thing worth more than any of that. The bastard was plumb lucky. See, old Tendo goes and buys the worst claim in the region. About as likely to find a payday there as in your breakfast. But not 2 days later, that rocker blasts his way into a cavern crawling with priorite. Well, Tendo fills his arms with the stuff. Couldn't see the ground in front of him. Poor fool stepped right on his detonite charge pack. The blast turned his bones inside out. How we all shared in the spoils. So much priorite, the whole bloody outpost didn't have to work for a month. But we all knew it was Tendo and his lucky tailbone that got us the first big find.
Nice.
Talk later?
Good old Tendo.
I'm busy, young Jedi.
Alright, Z.
How do you think Kata's doing?
I do not know. She will need time to accept her new life. As will I. Those we loved are no longer here to guide us.
Yeah. You and I got lost a few times, and we found our way.
Yes, we did. And we will find it again. Check on Kata from time to time, but do not smother her. She needs space to heal.
Okay.
Listening to this music right now from The Who just makes me think of, you know, obviously Cal has his headphones from the beginning of the first game, and he has them on the mantis as like a little souvenir. But I just thought something that would be really cool is in Pili Saloon we have a bunch of music tracks to choose from, and we can listen to them while we're in here. However, what if we were able to, like, you could equip the headphones and wear them, and then while you're in combat or exploring, you can play the music tracks, and then you can just get into combat, and like you could just be like just killing stormtroopers and bedlam raiders while you've got like cool music playing and stuff. I think that would be a great way to have the music be consistently accessible, and there's already an in-universe explanation as to like why it would be possible. You just equip Cal with his headphones while he's in combat. That would be great.
Cal, tell me, have you ever been to Coruscant?
Never.
Once or twice.
Winnie says I've gotta go. What's it like?
A lot of ships. A lot of people.
Like one, not the other.
And I adore both. You've never lived until you've danced the night away on a pleasure bus circling the Uskru district.
I'd make the trip just to see that.
Hello, Cal.
Great to see you.
Notes. Does Pili update with anything now that they've gone in and out? Let's have a look. We're just basically doing the Pili Saloon runaround at this point.
New seeds, magnificent. After you've planted one, I'll share what I know.
Plants are so pretty.
Yes, they are.
I used to look at hollow images when Papa was away.
Then where is he now?
He passed. He's gone.
Not gone, Kata. When we die, we return to help new plants grow. A Kobo Spiker. The name says it all. Protection from predators and quite effective. The flower is most intricate and beautiful, but its spines are so sharp that it is best observed from afar.
Kobo Spiker may look like it could be found in the recesses of deep space, but it is in fact a Kobo native. It blossoms into a beautiful crystalline-looking flower surrounded by fractious and intimidating spines that deter investigation. There are some Kobo locals, however, who choose to ignore such warnings and have the wounds to prove it.
You found the jelly spire, I see. It may look flimsy, but they have a strong, fibrous core keeping them steady.
Crimson Jelly Spire. The Crimson Jelly Spire first developed on a planet racked by a shifting and volatile climate. Its gelatinous exterior evolved to resist extremes of both heat and cold, while its highly durable, fibrous core stem resisted punishing winds and even seismic activity. Collectors found them a desirable oddity for a time before growing bored of them, leading to their eventual proliferation around the outer rim.
How's Kata doing?
To be honest, I'm not sure the kid's been around plants, but she does like to prune leaves. And there are always leaves to prune. Grease thought she might like it here.
Nice to get some fresh air. Let me know if she needs anything.
Of course, Cal. If you feel like doing some weeding, we could use that too.
Maybe BD's up for it?
What's he looking at?
The plants need me.
I feel like this is just going to end up being an upgrade for where to find, like, seeds. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Winnie is living proof that credits can't buy everything.
Like friends.
Oh, yeah! Oh, you said it.
How do you feel about the changes around here?
Same with all the other changes. Resigned annoyance. We've seen a lot happen here. The first prospectors. Oh, remember that massive heat wave?
How could I not? Practically melted my membrane off.
And the Afrin swarm that ate the town's food supply. No one knew what to do.
I still think we should have eaten each other.
We both might hate change, but we've seen enough to know it's just the natural flow of life.
Wow, that's pretty profound.
Thank you, Cal. Say, could you do us one favor?
What's that?
Could you go away? Something you need?
Ah, you troublemaker.
I love these two. I love that we just get like some instant classic, just random background characters. As usual, Star Wars just giving us great random characters. Come on, Cage, give me a bounty. I'm going in and out of this place for a reason.
We've carved through more than half the brood's finest, Cal. Think you're about ready to pick some signature moves.
Yeah? Like what?
Take my boots. They're inset with repulsor lifts for unrivaled speed and maneuverability. Plus, they look damn good.
I'll stick with what I know.
What you know might not save you from top-tier hunters. They're faster, stronger, and downright meaner than anyone you've faced so far.
Okay, would you like to give me any?
Come back later, yeah?
Okay, she's out.
Let's talk later, Cal, yeah?
Hey, Toa.
Hey, I've been mulling over what you said about the future of Kobo. I think you're right to have hope. History has always been wont to change course suddenly and irrevocably. Did you ever hear about the discovery of the Auric Cluster during the High Republic?
No, I didn't.
Would you like to hear about it?
Sure, I'd like to.
Zanet Otzian was appointed Republic Ambassador to the Auric Cluster, which had just been identified as populated. Several Republic picket ships had been destroyed near the cluster. It was strongly suspected that Auric civilization was spacefaring and warlike. Zanet was escorted by a contingent of Republic starfighters. Everyone expected a confrontation. Unfortunately, her journey coincided with the fall of the Starlight Beacon. She lost all long-range communications and was stranded just inside the cluster, separated from her military escort. She was discovered by a passing Auric ship and could not escape before it overtook her. And when she was boarded, she was met with a diplomatic convention bearing gifts from the riverbeds of Auric 3. Had she been accompanied by a wing of starfighters, things could have gone quite differently.
I'm glad things turned out well there. Not quite sure we can count on good faith from the Empire, though.
All I'm saying is that history turns on small events with unthinkable consequences. I don't plan to give up on the future, no matter the past.
I'm glad to hear you say it, Toa.
Hey.
Okay.
Another time.
Okay, nothing with Moran constantly.
A bartender's job is never done. Cal, I've got connections to some Imperial channels. Seems like Kobo is on the Empire's agenda now.
I was afraid of that.
It certainly won't be good for business, but we'll manage. We usually do.
Let me know if you need anything.
Of course. Sorry, Cal, lots of thirsty customers.
I need a little grease time.
Alright, I think we're out of Grease, we're out of Z.
So how did the outpost get its start?
Well, like most good things, it all started with a dream. The vision of one sharp-eyed Walloona named Doma Dendra. Not 2 months after she gets here, but her general store pops into being. And the rest of the outpost didn't take long to follow.
Couldn't have been easy.
Doma looked at the first wild-eyed hooligans on Kobo and saw hard workers. Dreamers like her. A whole bloody community.
I can see why you all stick by her.
That's right. What's there but to follow someone like that, eh? Oi, Cal. Good to see you.
Or she didn't have to go in and out every single time. Like, if you'd maybe passed a certain threshold, you could just keep talking to them for their dialogue instead of having to leave.
Not now, Cal.
I am staying here for now.
What's going on?
See, we love Kobo and all, but it was never much good at goodbyes.
I'm afraid we must say our final farewells, Cal. We have bright hopes for our future.
Those can't happen on Kobo. Not anymore.
Where are you going?
I haven't decided yet. Figured it doesn't matter, as long as we're together.
Well said, Zig.
I understand. You need to choose what's best for you. Good luck.
And to you as well, Cal.
Take care, BD.
Not now, dear.
Farewell! Winnie and Zig have decided that with the growing Imperial presence, they must continue their relationship off-planet.
Great to see you.
Like, see you later. Alright then. Like, guys, the Imperials are here. Time to leave and give up. It's not like we have a Jedi who could take them on.
Be a botanist, Pili.
That's wonderful. I can teach you all sorts of...
Or maybe a chef. Or a pilot.
You have plenty of time to think about it. That damn Imperial ship. Sometimes I think I should have remained on Jeddah.
See what I'm talking about? The screen does this shake. My controller vibrates. I'm like, what is that?
Of course, flora can grow in shade. Yet to grow tall requires a constant light source. Any amateur horticulturalist knows that.
How'd you get interested in plants anyway?
Oh, it's quite simple. I wanted children, but the galaxy had other plans. And I like to watch things grow.
It's wholesome. Yeah, you'll notice that I walk outside, there's like this screen shake. My controller vibrates, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
You clearly have a talent for this, Cal.
Thanks. Breeze taught me a little. How long you been gardening?
Since I was a child, I've always enjoyed the company of plants. In my adolescence, I joined a well-respected nursery. My work became a passion, and I soon stumbled upon an innovation.
What was it?
Hybridizing diverse genotypical specimens with novel macrocosmetic environments. A mouthful, yes. I mean that I developed a talent for growing new plants in new places.
Well, these specimens are lucky to have you here.
That's what they tell me.
Pili, what made you stop your research?
I lost my lab. Once the Empire occupied my planet, it seized my nursery, uprooting every flower, fern, and sapling.
That's horrible.
Worse, they repurposed my lab into a biochemical weapons facility. All my research, now used as a means for death. I refused to cooperate, escaped on an unlicensed shuttle, and here I am.
Oh, you're safe here.
I have been told that before. But when you say it, I believe it, Cal. We can talk later.
Age can recognize that I've cleared out, you know, a certain amount of bounty hunters, which means she can give me a new bounty.
Got time for another story, Cal?
Let's do it.
All right. When I was a few years younger than you, I was working the dredges not far from the outpost. Well, kid, I wasn't thrilled, was I? Those machines were blasted nightmares to operate. Anyways, there I was, when suddenly one machine starts screeching. Must have hit something awful, I think. I get closer to shut it off, and would you believe it? The ground beneath me gives out. I go tumbling down and find myself in a pitch-black cavern. Couldn't see my hand in front of my face. Next thing I know, I swear I hear roaring, carried by this unnatural warm wind. Horrific! I start shouting my bloody head off, and luckily old no-boots Corsa finds me and tosses me a synth rope. Back at the outpost, Doma tells me that a crew of smugglers lost a shipment of juvenile rancors in that fool cave. Can you believe it? A bloody rancor pack living under our very feet.
I'd believe it.
Oh, no, I'm just a local cut-up. But I've seen things. Things that'd turn your breakfast in your belly.
I've seen things. Things that you would never understand.
Later. Go on, sit forward.
Droid, try not to get Cal in too much trouble.
Talking to BD or Z? Okay, they've moved in on that table.
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
Always something to do, huh?
Ever pick up any good tips from bartending?
For starters, every client has a tell.
What's my tell?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a tell.
Fine. So what's your tell?
My incurable honesty.
Pretty sure I've got him to say that to me already before.
How you doing?
Okay.
Say, I never told you how I got out of that bind with Sook, did I?
Don't tell me you cut a deal with him.
Ah, please. And I thought we were getting to know each other, Cal. I got tired of playing Sork's game. Did a bit of freelancing. Sork gets word and summons me to Ordo Eris.
But it was a trap.
Yeah, of course. Better to walk into the trap you know than the one you don't see. I stroll right into his fighting pit. His goons descend. Sork thinks he has me until I start singing.
Not where I thought this was going. How did that save you?
Everyone's got a weakness, and Sork's is obsession. He fell for someone once, long ago. Loverboy used to sing to him. Well, I found Loverboy. I told Sork if he ever moved against me, he'd never hear that sweet voice again. Ain't that a heartbreaker? Love will make you do crazy things like spare someone's life when you really shouldn't.
Damn. Clever.
Hey, Cal. Let's talk another time. Mine's racing with ideas right now.
Can I just talk about how much I appreciate the fact that you go to talk to a character, and if they're in the middle of a goddamn drinking animation, their voice lines don't start until after. It doesn't just go immediately and break immersion. I was fully expecting the character to talk while drinking, because a lot of games do silly stuff like that. I was like, okay, they delayed the voice line until their animation was done. I appreciate that.
Some other time, okay?
Okay.
Talk later.
Okay, those guys are done. And they're just going to stand there and go, talk later. Cage still has stuff. I'm wondering if there will be a bounty after we just clear out all of her story times, because now there might just be a significant part of us that just hasn't gotten to know her. We just haven't gotten to know her enough. We haven't gotten to know her enough yet.
I'll keep things ticking here.
Come back later, yeah?
Oh no, nothing. Nothing.
We'll talk soon.
Hey, Cal. Let's talk another time. Mine's racing with ideas right now.
See you around, Cal.
Okay, these seem very empty.
I have another tale for you, mate. Got a moment?
Another story.
Yeah?
I reckon you're ready to hear the big yarn. The mystery nobody's cracked.
Sounds like a good one.
15 years ago, some marauders from the Inner Rim come to Kobo. They demand half of all our exports in exchange for protection. Well, we all have a meeting that night to decide what to do. Some says we ought to do as they says and hide the exports. Doma says, no way. I'll meet with them and we'll do this right. We all think she's crazy, mind. Next morning, she meets with the marauders alone, if you can believe. Not half an hour later, they walk out of the reach, looking like they found a ghost in their Navi computer. Before lunchtime, they're blazing sky trails. Never hear from them again. Now, the mystery. What the bloody hell did she say to him? I'd kill to know.
No kidding. I can't imagine.
Try sitting on that riddle for half a lifetime.
Okay.
Oi, Cal. Good to see you.
Oi.
Droid, try not to get Cal in too much trouble.
Okay. These patrons come in and out of the bar very quickly. The ones that change on the tables. I think we might have to leave the planet and come back and see if that changes anything significantly with Cage.
Any family back home, Pili?
They did not survive the Imperial occupation.
I'm so sorry.
I appreciate that. My parents and siblings were soft-spoken, but all of them were defiant.
Like you.
Screen shake.
I suppose.
Again.
Now all I have are my plants. They are defiant in their own way. Vines can rise in the harshest temperatures. Roots penetrate the thickest ferrocrete. That is how we will defeat the Empire. Time.
It's like almost like scripted to happen. Every time I walk outside, after a certain amount of time, my screen shakes.
Is there any plant you can't grow?
There was a rare subspecies of a Pili blossom that I found quite stubborn.
You still seem frustrated by it.
No, of course not. Well, yes. It sticks with me, this one, I suppose. No matter what I did, where I planted it, how I treated the soil, it refused to grow. It was like it was acting out of spite, like a petulant child. Turns out, that subspecies of Pili blossom only grows in the wild.
It only wanted to grow on its own.
That's right. You have the mind of a true botanist. The plants need me.
Been seeing you around quite a bit. Thinking about a permanent residence, eh?
I wouldn't count on it, Har.
No shame, mate. You ain't the first to visit Kobo and end up staying for good. Oh, sure, we all had plans to get ours, get lost. But what's the real reason we don't leave?
Well, I actually crash landed, so my ship wouldn't fly.
We fall in love. In love with Kobo. You're one of us now.
That's so good.
Hey, mate.
Hey mate, you've been coming in and out of those doors mighty frequently all of a sudden.
Jedi and Night Sister, together again.
Damn right. Alright. Cage, have something for me, please.
Always something to do, huh?
Come back later, yeah?
Another time.
We'll talk soon.
Hey there.
Alright, we're leaving the planet. We're leaving the planet.
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
And we're coming back.
What skills do you need to be a good bartender?
All the usual. Multitasking, a good memory, the gift of the gab, not to mention the mixology itself. You see, the better the drinks, the happier the clientele, which means, of course, the more they talk. And the more they talk, the more I learn about what makes them tick.
Sounds a little...
manipulative, I suppose. But I'm only picking up what they're freely putting down.
Alright. We will leave. We'll see if leaving the planet and returning will trigger some sort of continuation. Okay, there was no noise for a second. I'm like, am I getting out of here or not? Back to the Mantis. New pathway, shortcut unlocks. Okay. Returning to Nova Garen.
I don't want to be here.
I don't blame you. We'll go soon, okay?
Okay. Be careful.
You know, Cal, just when I thought you couldn't find a worse place for us to go. An ISB base, really?
Trust me, Grace, I'm not exactly thrilled to be here either.
I know. I'm just being a little tetchy.
Besides, you didn't even see Fortress Inquisitorius. Now that's an Imperial base.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
Hurry up, would you, Cal? Sitting under Imperial noses like this makes me nervous.
Well, it's 100% explored, but I wonder if there's anything else to do here.
The longer we linger here, the more danger we are in.
I know.
The Mantis is safe with me. I promise.
She do be masking it. Oh, there's a unobtained lost treasure. 100% my ass. Okay, well let's go get this treasure while I'm here. May as well. I had to restart the game as well because I was getting a little bit sick and tired of not having my lightsabers working properly. So I was like, I need to put them back to normal. So no idea how to recreate that glitch, but I'm sure you're welcome to try. Oh, okay. Okay. What do you mean there's Imperials still in this base? Oh god.
You will regret that.
Am I the only one gonna fight?
Affirmative blow.
You wanna keep going?
Not anticipated.
Stim!
Nice.
I don't. In my experience, high explosives always work.
Got the Pyrite Shard. I'm not sure if there's anything else that can really be done here. I kind of want to go to the officers' quarters because I'm pretty sure that's yeah, we should go to the officers' quarters because that's where Bode was chilling. So it almost seems... Oh, hang on. Force Echo.
Enemy located.
Also seems very likely that there will be a Bode-related Force Echo in his office. So we'll do that. What is this?
Can't get a clean shot!
Slaughter. Several stormtroopers fall victim to Cal. Oh, as he rampages through the base, he chases Bode. I was like, what kind of beast clawed the floor like this? And this was Dark Side Cal rampaging through here. Maybe I should just run through here without fast traveling. Yeah, it seems that there's like force echoes to find here on the floor. Interesting. I like how they add new echoes. It's weird that they're not detectable on the map though. I'm trying to get the other thing, not you. There we go. Yeah, so we've got echoes of the rampage, I think.
Please don't kill me.
Why not? You failed.
Bode set up the ISB.
Cool. Irrelevant. In the wake of Nova Garen's bruising at the hands of Cal, Purge troopers are dispatched to assess the situation and reprimand its garrison. Ah, cool. Punished.
The hunt is on. The Jedi is out there.
Quick, hide around the corner. They'll never know I'm here.
Eyes up.
Ah! I almost avoided them. Oh, damn it.
You won't break through. He's turning. Reflecting fire. You got me. Come on. Attack me. Run. You won't survive.
Help me out.
I'm going to make you try.
Okay, relax, everybody. Oh god, it's a whole gang of them. Okay. Guess what? Got the red lightsaber. I thought switching to a purple color was fitting considering Cal's trajectory at the moment in terms of being very dark side like. Just kind of freely slipping in and out of that.
Patch me up.
So purple seems fitting.
Better. Thanks.
What's he doing?
They were scared of me.
ISB officers are caught in Cal's rampage. He chases Bode. The officers are gripped by fear and alarm at this new enemy's ferocity. What do you expect? Yes.
That wasn't the deal. I've sent you the location of Sir Junda's hideout.
Deals change. Besides, I don't want you distracted. Call it a contingency plan. I'm sure you understand.
You bastard.
Temper, temper. When you deliver Sir Junda to me, I will tell you which Inquisitor killed your wife.
If you don't, I'll kill you myself.
Wow. Deal. I'm altering the deal. Pray do not alter it any further. A tense discussion between Bode and Denvik. The ISB agent strings Bode along, promising him to reveal his wife's murderer if he does as ordered. I wonder which Inquisitor did the job. They're probably dead already. There's the locator beacon. A bunch of holo books. Probably important information. Cal, you should take them with you. Maybe grab these toys for Carter as well while we're at it. There you go. I thought there would be an interesting echo. The option to slice a door that has already been sliced. Right. Nothing in there. I'd say without really actively digging into the data bank, having it at 89% is not bad at all. That's pretty good. Just means that there's still so much more, which is probably tied to flora and fauna and stuff as well. Alright, well, we'll return to Nova Garen to take a look around, and we get to see our rampage in Force Echoes as well. We're going to head back to Kobo now, and we're going to see if that's had a good impact on whether or not we can have a bounty mission supplied to us. God, I hate the lighting adjustments as this place loads. It really does suck and is a little bit unfortunate for Pyloon's Saloon, one of the main places we go to all the time, to be constantly like looking like this, you know, and you like walk into the environment and you're just like constantly having to render like that.
The Empire's muscling in on the old mining districts, not long before they control all trade leaving Kobo.
So just more of the same.
Oh, but I do have some good news.
Let's hear it.
The local war pack just gave birth to a litter of Vorlings. That's nice, right?
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Always wanted a Vorling of my own. Cute little buggers.
Alright, Cage, this is what we're here for. Yeah, nothing. Damn. Okay. I don't think we're doing any bounty stuff. I gotta find them.
Talk later.
Hey, keep on doing your thing.
Wow. Okay, that sucks.
Come back later, yeah?
I'm good, Cal.
Welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home.
Alright, can't talk to Monk either. God damn, team. What a way to ignore me. Okay. Looks like I'm tracking down the bounties myself. I reckon I will probably succumb to looking up their locations and tracking them down in order to circumvent the bug, but then I don't know if we need Cage to talk to us in particular about what happens after everything is said and done, so I guess we'll just find out. So I'm going to look up some of these bounties that we haven't taken out yet and see how we go from there. Ironic that the planet we just visited and left is the one that we now have to return to for the bounty of Nova Garen.
I'm just going to wait until we're ready to go.
Actually, no. Take your time. I just love hanging out on high-security Imperial bases.
All right, Grease. Yes. We've got to go get the bounty. I just had to go a different way. Now, guys, we're back here again. In and out of the Imperial bases. Okay. Oh, okay, guys, okay. No stealthing in here.
He won't stand still!
Remain still.
I hear you. I hope to win this.
Keep getting him. No, okay. It was a good run.
Blaster ineffective.
I'll bleed you, coward. Too slow. Barely a scratch.
Oh, the impale and then drag him? Surely that wouldn't even work with a lightsaber, but we'll accept it.
I need some help. I'm okay.
Oh, it looks like a Force Echo in there as well. there's multiple Force Echoes in there. Okay. I need to get back in that office. God, I love hearing probe droid.
Hostile approaching. There are no protocols for this. I'll end you. You can't stop me forever. Get back here.
See you later, everybody. I'll be back. Goodbye. Okay. Some echoes here. I almost feel like the bounty hunters... I think I ran through the area they're supposed to spawn in, so maybe... Like, we've encountered some bounties without us getting the rumor for it, I'm pretty sure. And that's why I thought we could go to their locations, but maybe we need the rumor, which is why we can't even circumvent the lack of Cage talking to us. So this sucks.
It's been a long time since our days serving the Republic. I thought you were dead.
What can I say? You taught me well.
Maybe too well. What can I do for you before I call the guards?
Nothing for me. But I've got a daughter now. And if you can keep her safe, the question is, what can I do for you?
Why would you, why would you think that this was the smart thing to do, man? Come on, Bode. After fleeing Birin with his daughter, Bode makes a deal with his former handler, Lank Denvik, promising to do whatever it takes to keep her safe. On the run from Inquisitors, go straight to the Imperials.
It's you.
Yes! Yes! Denvik, his failure now complete, is at last dealt with. It would have been cool to hear him saying, "You have failed me for the last time, Denvik." That's cool. Nice. How the hell Cal even got away with that Imperial disguise is beyond me, because it's so strange. Like, this man wearing, like, the base commander uniform treated like a newbie. Like, it's a rookie wearing the base commander rank and looking like someone I've never seen before in my life. And we know who the base commander is. It was a very interesting sequence of events. Especially if your haircut was not up to regulation. That would be even worse. I am at a loss here in terms of bounties because there's just a lot of Imperials.
Aim and fire.
There's a lot of Imperials and not a lot of bounty hunters. Nice shortcut unlocked at the very least. We're unlocking cool shortcuts, but we're not getting what we need in terms of getting the hell out of here. Getting bounties. Alright, no dice on bounties, unfortunately. I really was hoping that we'd be able to continue with that one, but we're going to have to just wait until a patch comes out that fixes it. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Jedi Survivor. More Pylon Saloon character dialogue is always good insight into these characters and fleshing them out some more. There's obviously still plenty more to do, but sort of my main motivation is doing these the bounty hunter side quests. So I'm going to put the game down for now, and we're going to wait until it's fixed, hopefully get some more improvements, and then we will continue. So I will do some more. I just don't know when that'll be. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.